Hello, this is Vivek. In this video, you are going to learn about creating candlestick chart. This is one of the video from my stock market application course. If you want to work with this video, you should have the data. Otherwise, you can only watch. If you want to learn fully about a stock market, creating stock market application and work on candlestick chart, join my course. You can watch this video and learn how to create a candlestick chart. Hello. This week in this video I am going to work on candlestick chart and also view stock page for displaying individual stocks information, that is daily information. Here I am searching for Google candlestick chart. Here is a link for candlestick chart code. Here I am using example code from this page from developers.google.com. This is a chart and I am going to modify the colors and all. Here is a code I am copying and I will paste it in a chart.php file. We don't have this file. I am going to create this chart.php file. I'll paste this code and we'll open this in a browser. I am going to click on the link from view stocks page, chart link under operations. I am going to view stocks page. Here I am going to click on view chart link in a new tab. Here we should see this candlestick chart. It's a default Google chart. I am going to work on getting the data and displaying it in this chart. For now I am going to update this width and height of this chart as per our requirement. I am going to make it as 100% and height as 700 pixels. Should see the updated. Here it's working as 100 pixels. It should be 100% width. Okay, I am going to modify this height to 600 pixels. I am going to lower it to 550 pixels or 500 pixels, so that we can add links later and a heading, chart heading, all those. For reload, I should see 550 pixels height chart. Okay, I have added this chart and I should work on adding the values inside this chart. Before that, I am going to work on view stock page for displaying individual values, that is daily stock values from stock daily values table in view stock page. We can reuse that code in our chart, fetching all those values and displaying it in a candlestick format. For candlestick chart we need 4 values: open, close, high, low. We need all the 4 values. Here if I see from line number 10 to 14, first one is date and after that the 4 values. Hello, this is Vivek. In this video I am going to work on candlestick chart, that is on chart.php. We already have created this SQL query on viewstock.php for fetching all the individual values. Here I am going to reuse this select SQL query and display it in this chart, all this data in a candlestick format. We already have added this Google chart. We just have to fetch the values and display it in this place. All these statements and this for each loop, I am going to add it in on line number 10. Here I am opening a PHP block, adding this select SQL query and fetch all method till fetch all method, ending these statements. We should update the formatting to PHP from HTML. Here it's in HTML. I am making it as PHP so that you can see syntax highlight. Here I am copying this for each loop. On line number 16, I am going to add it for displaying these values in chart PHP. I'm going to paste this for each loop statement, opening statement, and we'll close it after this line number 19. I have commented it just for now. First one is date, low, open, close, high. This is the order for these values, and I am removing all the 4 entries and closing this for each loop here with a PHP block. And I am going to init this PHP block. I'll add this dynamic values here from the for each loop. PHP block, echo, stock val, trade date. Uncommenting this for each loop, stock val, echo, stock val, trade date. Here it's a low. Next one is open. I am going to update these column names. For now I am pasting this PHP blocks. Close and high. Price low, that's a column name. Next one is price open. Price close and price high. Okay, if I reload this chart, I should see this data. We have error on line number 21 as usual. It's a for each closing curly braces. If I reload, undefined variable DB. Again, I forgot to add this database connection. If we reload, at least now we should see this data. Okay, this is a candlestick. This is a candlestick chart with all the data. I am going to make it much more better by just limiting it to few records so that you can see the candles. You can see the dates. It's in reverse order. We are going to work on this later. I'll limit the records so that at least we can see the candles. Limit 180. That means 180 records or 180 days values will be displayed in this candlestick chart. Okay, still I'll reduce this dates number. And if I copy this symbol, I should see the graph in a different pattern. All these numbers and graph is completely different because these values are different. I am going to update it to 30. So now we should see the candles at least. These are all the candles, and I am going to work on updating the colors. Date and low price, open, close, high. And you can add the options here for this candlestick chart, and there are a lot of options. And for adding colors, here you can see this war options block. I am going to use those colors, and these are all the options. You can go through one by one and you can try it, and as per our requirement you just have to add the colors. Okay, now if I reload, I should see these color differences. Okay, and for rising bars it's a red color, and for falling bars it's a green color. That's not correct because the order, if you see the dates, it's in reverse order. That's why it's showing like that. I'll work on that later. Here if I see falling color is red and rising color is green, that's correct. And our data is not in correct order. That's a problem. Here I am going to add the anchor links for limiting the data to 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 180 days, 360 days, weekly and monthly. Weekly and monthly will work on next sections. Just for now, I am going to limit the days script. It's a dynamic PHP echo. That's a symbol will be dynamic value from the URL $_get script, and the days equals to 30. First one is 30 days, separated with 60 days. After that, 90 days. I am copying this, I am pasting this again. It's 90 days. Then it will be 180, and if you want to add, you can add a 360. I am going to add 360 also. Finally, 360. After that, it will be weekly and monthly charts. We don't have that weekly and monthly data. We'll add it in next sections. If I reload and click on these links, nothing will happen. You should add this in select SQL query. After clicking on this link, we should pass this to select SQL query. That is limit 30, 60, 90, 180, 360. It's a dynamic value. Based on that, we limit and change the order from descending to ascending based on this dates. Is set $_get days and not empty, $_get days, SQL. I am concatenating this to SQL. I am going to pass this to SQL if condition DESC limit, and the days will be dynamic variable $_get days. Else, I am going to append it to SQL, that is ASC ascending order. If I reload, I should see the difference. On line number 4, unexpected curly braces. Okay, forgot to add the semicolon in if block. Here is the complete data. This is the latest to old data. We should reverse this order. We'll work on that later. And if I click on 30 days, it's a 30 days information, and it's a latest date, and this one is the last date. Should reverse this. $60 days information, and if I see the color coding, it's working reverse. For rising bars, it's applied red color. If I reverse this order, it will work. And if you see the link, it's a 90 days, 180 days, 360 days. Okay. Without days, here it's latest date is in last, and it's a old date. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make it as ascending. Now you can see the correct order, old date and the latest date. And for days, when the 30 days and 60 days links are clicked, I am going to reverse these values with the array reverse PHP function. So all these values will be reversed based on how they are fetched from the database. In this select SQL query, I am getting this latest 30 days dates, but the pattern is different, so I am going to reverse it. If I use ascending here, we'll get the last dates, that's starting dates of the company. We don't want that, we want the latest dates, latest days information. For that I am using DESC and here I am reversing this using array reverse. If I set $_get days and not empty, when the days is set, I am going to reverse it with the array reverse function. Stock vals. If I reload, here it's working. After clicking on 30 days, you can see the old date and the latest date, 10th month to 9th month to 12th month. Okay, it's working. 60 days is last 60 working days. That's why we are seeing all these months in 60 days, and these are all the colors. If you want to update these colors, you can update them. Now you are going to watch the stock market applications demo. Hello and welcome to stock market application course. In this course you are going to learn about creating a stock market application and displaying the stocks information in a candlestick chart. Here I am going through this candlestick chart for Infosys, and it's a daily chart and a 30 days chart. It's a candlestick chart. You are going to learn about how to create this candlestick chart and reading this data and displaying it in a chart format for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, all this information. And we are going to get this data through API based on the company name, and it's called the script name. It's an Infi for this Infosys, and a monthly chart, weekly chart, and I have separated this into multiple days, that is 30 days, 60 days, 90 days and 180 days. You can access this data, daily data, in a table format also for this Infosys company, and the script name is Infi, and these are all the data that we get from API. You are going to learn about all this, and for weekly, here you can see all this is a weekly information, and this is a monthly information, monthly stock details, and you are going to learn about open, high, low and close, volume, all these details. And if I see for this Reliance company, this is a daily information in a table format, and you can also click on the charts information. This is a weekly data for this Reliance company that I have fetched from API, and a monthly information, monthly data. And if I click on view chart, here you can see this complete daily chart for Reliance company in a candlestick format from start of the company, that is almost 18 years data available through API. And you can click on this 30 days, it's a 30 days information, and a 60 days, it's a 60 days candlestick chart, and a 180 days candlestick chart, 360 days candlestick chart, and a weekly candlestick chart, and also monthly candlestick chart. You are going to learn how to do all this, and these are the number of days, working days, and this is the data that we have in our database, and the start price and the start date, and the current price, that is the current date's price, and date, current date, that's the latest dates information in our database, and all-time low date and all-time low price, and all-time high price and all-time high date, that's the date of the all-time high price for these companies. We are going to calculate all this manually, and have added a watch list feature also for our application for watching all these stocks in a separate list. And you are going to learn about all this and reading the stock market's information, displaying it in a chart, and creating watch list. All these things you are going to learn, take action and join the course. Thank you for watching my video. Do subscribe to my channel.